and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. And welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live around the world on Facebook, on twitch.tv, on Mixer and on YouTube. While we're getting everything set up, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Film My Run, on Twitter at Film My Run, and you can also go to the website, which is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax and watch me do all the hard work.
I've done that wrong. We started a bit early. Okay, whatever. Right, we're doing Monday Run Club. I don't know why that started so early. I think I pressed the wrong button here somewhere. Welcome along anyway. That's more like it. Right, we have 11 seconds to go, so I better get moving. Okay, Monday Run Club, off and running, let's go. So it's a warm-up and then we gradually increase the pace for a little bit. And then we've got some sprints, 16.5 kilometres per hour. I always refer to myself as the Royal We. And Carol's the first one to notice we've got some new music. Yeah, I might have to fiddle around with it and get it in the right order, but we'll see. Right, who's with us? Fishner. Don't recognise that name. Villa. Don't recognise that name. Michael Hasser, thank goodness for that. Barlow. Anthony Lester. Gary O'Brien. Wesley Hyatt. Simon Holland, is it? A few people we recognise. So that's good. And we'll gradually increase the pace over the warm-up. Carol says we don't do change. Kulan Alain from France, hello to you. Sorry about the beginning, I pressed the wrong button and we all went black and on and off and weird. Carl Watts likes the new music. Well, just listen to a few more tracks and see what you think. Make your decision after about half an hour. Michael Hasser, right on to you.
Right on!
So Monday Run Club every Monday. There's lots of different Monday Run Clubs all over Monday to suit different time zones. I do the one at 7:30 usually on a Monday. Sometimes it's 6:30 because of different times around the world. Summertime and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So we've got just under 10 kilometres to do tonight, and it'll take us just under an hour, 55, 56, 57 minutes, something like that. Darren's got a rest day today. It's kind of weird because I am a bit thrown by the new music as well. This run is still considered a weekly recovery run. Your effort should be, oh, I missed it, but your effort shouldn't be, it shouldn't be all out, I think is what it's saying. So if you are new to Zwift, if you're just watching this for the first time, welcome along, and do ask any questions about Zwift, any questions about what we do here on Zwift, how you can get on Zwift. So Darren says, do I want to join him for a 10k? Is that tomorrow, Darren? Maybe, yeah. Yeah, we'll see, yeah. D. Foster, thanks for the ride on.
Right on!
So it's interesting today, actually, because Monday Run Club has got quite a lot of new people in, or people I've not seen for a long time. People I've not seen at all. And that's encouraging, that's good. Yeah, Wes Hyatt says it should be a fairly light one. Wes is running in Group B. Yeah, the paces are not too bad. Couple of little sprints, but generally the pace today for this run is fairly good. So you can see we've got groups A, B, C and D. So I'm running in Group A, which is a white A with a red background. Then you've got Group B, which is a green background. C is the blue background. And I can't see any Group D runners on there. Oh, Carol, you might be right. Maybe there is. So it could be that 400 metre block. You see, we've got 800 metres now at 12. So I need to get up to speed. There's 800 metres at 12, 800 metres at 12.3, another 800 metres at 12.3, and then look, we've got 400 metres at 11.7. I wonder if that's the incline bit. Good point, Carol. I missed that in the description. Wesley, yes, I've got all the tracks, names and artists if you need them. Okay, No Rack on YouTube says, why do some people have screens in front of them and some not? When I'm running, I can't see it on myself. Right, okay. So the people with screens are doing a workout. So it could be a solo workout or it could be a group workout. We're in a group workout right now, and that's different to just logging onto Zwift and running on your own, just running solo. You actually have to go into the workout screen and choose a workout if you're doing a solo workout. So you press E on your keyboard, or you click into the menu and you go to the workout screen and you choose a workout. And when you're in workout mode, you get this little TV screen in front of you. I would show you, but maybe I can quickly without losing anything, possibly. Let's see what happens. It might all go tits up. If I have my keyboard here and I press the letter E on the keyboard, nothing happens. Okay, so I can't go into it while I'm in a group workout. But trust me, you are able to do structured workouts. So you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, oh, you can't because I'm taking up all the screen, but there you go. So on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see a breakdown of what we're supposed to be doing. Now, when you're running on your own, you won't get that. It's only when you're doing a workout, so either a solo workout or a group workout, you'll get instructions as to what speed you need to be going and for how long, or for how far. Matt Dawson, thanks for the ride on.
Ride on!
Wesley likes the music so far. So this is not a race. This is a group workout, so we're all supposed to be running with each other, helping each other along, encouraging each other, or just sticking together. What you do find is as the workout goes on, we do tend to spread out a bit, and that's just normal. And you can see those big green arches. That big green arch signifies we're moving to the next section. Oh look, increase your incline to 2%, starting now. How exciting. Okay, and we can increase the pace to 12.3. This is an easy hill rep. Keep the effort light and the incline at 2%. There you go. Lundgren, thank you very much for the ride on.
Ride on!
So we've gone up to 2% on the treadmill and we're at 12.3 kilometres per hour. So it might be a little bit harder than we first imagined it might be. Sarah Jacobson was in Group B tonight for the first time during this morning's MRC. She was in Group B for the first time during today's MRC this morning. Well done, Sarah. I feel like I need headphones on. If you are using a footpod, the speeding game will most likely be inaccurate when compared to the treadmill speed during the hills. Footpods can't read treadmill incline. Gosh, that was a lot of writing. Dean Hand, thanks for the ride on.
Ride on!
I don't know who designed this workout, but probably less writing on screen. And Cindy Wells, thanks for your ride on.
Ride on!
Paul Carter says he's just done his Zwift Run. And Carl Watts, my NPE run logs everything at 2%. I'm stumped and I don't know what to do. Oh no! Probably need to do a little bit more work on making sure your treadmill is level. And is there not some kind of calibration you can do on the run? I haven't tested mine out yet. I must do that. Luat, thank you very much.
Ride on!
Okay, so Sarah is usually in Group C. So she's done Group B. How did you find it, Sarah? Well done. Andrew Cutmore, right on to you, buddy.
Ride on!
So 200 metres to go before the change. 800 metres at 12.3, so it's bound to be something to do with incline. Are we going to go up or are we going to go down? Buchanan, thanks for the ride on.
Ride on!
I think we're going to go up. I think it's another 800 metres and slightly higher incline. That's what I reckon. Kyle, have you thought about messaging Tim Eskew, the inventor of the run? He is on Zwift Runners. You could see if he's got any answers for you. There you go. Increase the incline to 3%. So 800 metres with slightly higher incline. Let's go. Increasing the incline to 3% will increase intensity slightly, stay controlled, lean into the hill, maintain a quick cadence. Willie Grider, thank you.
Ride on!
So 800 metres here, and then I guess we'll have 400 metres of recovery before the sprints. Well, Sarah, you never know. If you can do Group B on a Monday, you can probably just hang on a Wednesday. And it'll be good practice, good training to kind of do it and see how you do. Thierry Macklin, thank you.
Ride on!
Right, I think I need the fan on. I wasn't planning on such a hard effort. It's a nice cool breeze on my face now though. Still over 500 metres to go at 3% incline. And Vidar says this is going to be a hard workout. He doesn't normally do incline. There we are, look. 3% and 12.3 on the treadmill. Karl-Heinz Engel, thank you for your ride on.
Ride on!
I must admit, I did look at these splits on this and think it looked fairly easy. So now I know why it looked easy. Because it isn't. That'll teach you not to read the instructions. Always read the instructions. There's the blue whale. That's not a good view. Come on, camera angle change. That's better. Three kilometres done, just over 6.5 to go. And coming to the end of this effort, so it'll be a little recovery, a couple of sprints, and then we'll do all that again, I think. Paul Deering joined Group A without reading the small print. Well done, Paul. Yes, Carl, very cheeky. I'll be having words with whoever did it. Start decreasing the treadmill down to 1% and then 0 for the recovery. And there we go, back down to 0 and down to 11.7. Time to regroup, link up with a nearby runner. And Michael Hasser, for the first time, is using the Runcline app. I guess that's good though, isn't it? At least you get your elevation into Strava. Sosdo is right behind me. Barlow, Higkoop from the Netherlands. Jay Simpson is there. Paul Deering, Anthony Lester, Michael Hasser, Martin Kona, G. O'Brien, Gary O'Brien. Hey Reeb, thanks for the ride on.
Right on.
And Ed Wiley as well, thank you.
Right on.
O'Brien is 2 minutes up. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing his own secret workout. Norak on YouTube says that when you usually jog on the treadmill, do you have 1% incline? No, not normally. I know there's a lot of talk. People say you should do 1% incline to make it feel like it is outside. I don't really care. It's hard enough as it is on the treadmill sometimes. As long as your heart rate goes up, as long as you're working as hard as you think you need to be working, so you're getting your heart rate into zones 4 and 5 sometimes, then I don't think it matters. I don't know whether people think it affects the muscles in your legs at all, but for me it's hard enough as it is. Right, here we go, 16.5 for 200 metres. Kyle, I used to find it harder on a treadmill. I think it's levelling out a bit these days because I'm so used to running on a treadmill. I think my efforts these days are comparable to outside, but it depends what kind of treadmill you've got. So if you've got a domestic treadmill which has a weak motor, generally treadmills costing under £1,000 UK. Oh, where am I going? Am I going the wrong way? I think I've split off from the group for some reason. Oh, that's annoying. well, I'm not going to bother changing it now anyway. If you've got a poor treadmill, then the likelihood is that your motor is going to be slowing down when you hit the belt, and that's going to be making you work harder for the same speed. So that will be harder than outside. If you've got a really good treadmill, it probably won't make much of a difference. And I think in general my times are fairly comparable inside and outside. No, Carol, I think I've turned left. I think I've turned left and I think I've lost the other runners. Anyway, we'll soon find out. Because I'm only 0 seconds away from them, but they're nowhere to be seen, are they? And I think I saw them go off ahead. Yeah, could have been the update, couldn't it, Michael? All right, anyway, 16.5 for 200 metres. Here we go again.
Okay, let's go.
So a little bug in the system has sent me off the... Unless, of course, it's my camera app thing. Oh, no, but no, it doesn't do that during workouts, does it? Yeah, it's definitely that bug come back then. That's a shame. So, has anybody else gone off in the wrong direction? Or is it just me? Paul Bolton, thank you.
Right on.
Yeah, Billy no mates again, says Carol. So we have 3 strides today at 16.5. So we've got another one coming up. Four and a half kilometres done, 5 kilometres left to do. So this has been known to happen before. Some glitch in the system sends you off in the wrong direction. So all the other runners have gone somewhere else. And I'm, as Nathan says, lost in the tunnel, all on my own. And now the other runners have all disappeared, apart from a few B group runners 2 minutes or so behind. Right, one more stride and then we'll start the incline thing again, I think. It'll be 800 metres on the flat and then 2 lots of 800 metres on the incline. Yes, Carl, 16.5 kilometres per hour. So let's go for it again.
Nice.
Okay, let's go.
It's only 200 metres though, so it's over pretty quick. Just got to stay relaxed, keep your shoulders down, breathe nice and easy. Make sure your arms are moving forwards, not side to side. Keep your form good, back straight. Maybe lean in a little bit. Head up. Expand your lungs. And, let the treadmill do the work. Nice long stride. Right, 400 metres recovery. And then look, 800 metres at 12.6, followed by another 800 metres at 12.6, and that will be incline. Ryan Downey, thank you.
Right on.
Yeah, and don't fall off, Kyle, correct. Num, thank you.
Right on.
Num num. Come on, Paul. Paul Carter, you can do this. Compson, thank you.
Right on.
So just recovering. Got another big effort to come now. When we get to that green archway. So we just need to breathe, bring the heart rate down if we can. Well, I haven't got that weather. I've got lovely sunshine. Everyone else in Group A has got rain, apparently. Hermans, thank you.
Right on.
Right, second half of the run. Only 4.25 kilometres to go. Incline now, up to 2%. Here we go. Yes, Paul, you can. Right, away we go, 12.6. For 800 metres. And then we've got 3 more sprints at the end again. But these 2 sections now, this mile that we're doing, so 800 and 800, 1600 metres, that's a mile. This mile is the tough bit. Aaron Green, thank you.
Right on.
Only 4 kilometres left though. We're doing good. I might be on my own, but we're all right. Just watch my heart rate there. It's currently 157. So see what it is at the end of this mile. Nathan says he's loving the incline. Nathan, I gather Lorraine did stage 1 of the Watopia, Tour of Watopia today. I only know that because Victoria did it as well. Sisuthan, thank you.
Right on.
Any thoughts on the music, guys? It might take a few listens to get into it. Oh, Daniel! Hello, buddy, that's weird. Very strange to see you on Facebook. Yeah, I'll keep ahead of the bikes. They're not strong enough to get me. Although we will be increasing incline in about 250 metres. Woodward, thank you.
Right on.
6k done, 3.6 to go. It should start to liven up in a minute. If you are new here, thank you for joining me. I do this almost every day of the week. We do some kind of live streamed run on Zwift, showing you what it's like to run in different situations on Zwift, in group runs, solo workouts, races, all sorts. So do please subscribe to the Zwift Live YouTube channel, or you can watch me here on Facebook as well, on the Film My Run channel on Facebook, or usually I share it to the Zwift Runners Facebook page as well, but not always. I don't want to spam the page too much. Alright, we're into the second half of the mile. Increase the incline to 3%, and we've got 700 more metres to go. Thanks, Carl, and cheers, Nick, as well. John Hancock is having internet problems. Oh no. And Paul Deering says music is pretty cool. Thank you, good. Oh well, we'll keep this then. Get you used to it. Or maybe we'll alternate with the other music as well. Good thing about this music is there are no copyrighted songs on it, so I shouldn't get cut off from Facebook. Okay, this is starting to hurt a bit. Heart rate 163. Still 400 metres to go. Then we have a little rest. See, Paul Carter, this is the tough bit, not the 16.5 kilometre per hour sprints. That's pretty straightforward and it's over quick. Valedens, thank you.
Right on.
So Carol, should I move some of the faster ones nearer the beginning and put the slower ones later on? Right, just 100 metres to go, and then we ease off for a bit. RJ says ride on, thank you.
Right on.
Right, there we go. Hard effort done. Relax for 400 metres, and then we've got 3 sprints and then a cool down. And that'll be it, that's Monday Run Club for you. Oh, Tim's not on, is he? Forgot about that. 200 metres to the first sprint of the second half. You'll notice all the stars next to the workouts as well, up there somewhere. So currently I have 13 out of 20 stars because I've kept to the instructions. You can vary it to a degree, so I can go a bit faster or a bit slower, but you'll notice if I go too slow, it will go red and it will tell me that's too slow and I'm going to lose stars. So you always need to keep those numbers in the middle black. Eric Min, founder of Zwift, co-founder of Zwift, thank you very much.
Right on.
Okay, here we go for a sprint. Let's go up to 16 and a half. Just 200 metres, over and done with before you know it. Head up, shoulders back, breathe in. Seven and a half kilometres done, just over 2 to go.
Nice.
Two more sprints to go. Right, when it hits 8 kilometres, in the blue there at the top, in the middle at the top, 7.9. When it hits 8, we're doing another sprint, 200 metres at 16 and a half. But you can see my heart rate's come down again now, 155. And really, the sprints are not long enough to bring your heart rate too high up again, really. Yeah, Ryan, I got that, you know that, do you remember that bug where groups used to split up for no reason? I suddenly went off in the wrong direction. Yes, so we are on a nice route, says Ryan, which is a blessing. So heart rate went up to 166. So actually fairly high, to be honest. one more sprint to do, and then 800 metres cool down. So far I have all my stars, 17 out of 20. 3 more to get. John Hancock, thank you for your ride on, buddy.
Right on.
And just in case you don't know, a ride on, it's because Zwift used to be mainly a cycling platform. So it comes from that, ride on. And it's like a Facebook like or Qdos in Strava. Same kind of thing. Last stride out coming up shortly. Ryan Perring, cheers buddy.
Right on.
Carol, we're going up the mountain. We're heading up the Alp. Not the Alp, the main mountain route, the original big mountain. So there was the original little mountain, then we had the original big mountain, then we had the Alp. So this is the middle of those mountains. Folder, thank you from Penrith.
Right on.
Right, here we go, last sprint now. Let's do it at 17 for a laugh. That means it'll be over quicker. The faster you run, the quicker these sprints are over. And I should get my star because it's still black, hasn't gone into the red, so I should be okay. There we are, 17 kilometres per hour. Oh, I'm on a bit of an incline, hang on. 0% incline. Don't want to work too hard, do we? And that's it. Great work today, hope you found someone to run with. Ha ha! Irony of that. And down to 10.5, 800 metres cool down. And that's it, lovely stuff. Gabriella, hello. Yes, it's called the Epic Com. Thanks, Ryan. So not the Alp Zwift, not the Com, the Epic Com. This is the one where you get to the top and you go up the radio tower. If you want to.
I'm toast.
So if you like what you've seen, if you want to join Zwift, get yourself on board, go and look at the Zwift website. Zwift.com/run, or you can just download the app to your phone, create your own account. If you're lucky enough to have a 945 watch, or a Garmin 245, or a Fenix 6, you can kind of do it without even having a run pod. You can just connect your watch direct to Zwift using the virtual run app on your watch. And you can run on Zwift. The pace might not be so accurate because your Zwift is basically getting your speed from your wrist going up and down, which is not the most accurate method, but at least it gets you to have a go on Zwift. Elliot Blake, thank you, buddy.
Right on.
And then if you think you might like it, you can get yourself a foot pod. And you can come and join us.
It's so easy to get set up for Zwift running. All you need are a few things. Firstly, access to a treadmill. Either at home or at the gym, it doesn't matter what kind of treadmill you use, any treadmill will work with Zwift. Next, you need a foot pod, preferably a Bluetooth foot pod, and the most popular ones to use at the moment are the Zwift Pod or the Stride. Then simply download the Zwift app onto any of these devices. So a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android phone. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Pair your foot pod in the app, possibly add a heart rate monitor if you like, and that's it. You're all set up for Zwift running.
Thank you for those ride-ons that dropped whilst that ad was running.
Ride on!
And Carol says these are the good tunes now. So okay, maybe what I'll do then is I'll put more of these high energy tunes towards the beginning and let the chilled out tunes come towards the end of the run or the end of the hour. I mean, it's difficult. I can't do it for every individual run, you see, so sometimes I might be running really hard and it kind of requires a high energy tune, but I can't legislate for that. I can't make that happen. Well, I tell a lie. I suppose I could, but it'd be a lot more work. I'd have to be pressing different buttons all the time to make different music trigger. Can't be doing with all that. Right, 100 metres to go, gradually slowing the treadmill down. That is Monday Run Club done and dusted for another week. And Craig Taylor from Zwift HQ, thank you, buddy.
Ride on!
If you enjoyed that, come and join us next Monday. Check the Zwift Companion app for the best time for you, because it might be different. But it's 7:30 here in the UK for me. C-Marks, thank you as well, buddy.
Ride on!
And then have a look at the Zwift Companion app for all the other different runs that we do. Wednesday workout, Turn It Up Tuesday, Fast Friday, Fartlek Friday, Run in the Park on Saturdays. There are so many different runs, and that's not even including... Adam Holland says, job done, thank you, buddy. That's not even including the Zwift Race Series that happens every month, and also the tour events like the Tour of Zwift and the Tour of Watopia, which is just coming to an end this week. So there's plenty to do on Zwift while you're in lockdown. Plenty to do. Right. Pedamont, thank you.
Ride on!
And Paul Deering, thank you.
Ride on!
That is Monday Run Club done. Oh, Pedamont, look, he's on his bike there. Give him a ride on back. Okay, so we'll be on tomorrow. Not sure what we'll do yet. Could be Turn It Up Tuesday. Could be something else. We'll see. Bye now. Thank you very much.
Ride on!
Yeah, but that's what Monday Run Club looks like. If it's too fast for you in Group A, there's Group B, Group C and Group D. Every group runs slightly slower or slightly less distance. So there's bound to be somewhere that you can fit in. Even if you kind of fit between two groups. If you're too fast for Group C but not quite fast enough for Group B, then you can join Group C and just, you know, run at their pace and get a nice easy run in. Or you can really challenge yourself and go with Group B. You may get left off the back, but you know, it's good training. It'll get you fitter and stronger. And if you can't make the pace, just drop it back a bit. And you'll soon find that, you know, there are other people in the same position as you. You won't be running on your own. I know I was running on my own today, but that was a bit of a bug in the system. But there we are. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you tomorrow. You should just get a notification on Facebook or YouTube when I go live. But keep your eyes open. Probably sometime tomorrow, late afternoon, evening, for another Zwift run. Take it easy, guys, and hope you enjoyed the new music. If you've listened to this stream before, you know I've had the same music for about 4 years. So finally got around to changing it. See you tomorrow, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.